So it's come to my attention that sometimes people expect a real estate agent to give information that they may or may not have knowledge of, okay? So I wanted to sort of touch on a situation that has recently sort of popped its head up and give people the information so that you can make an informed and educated decision. A real estate person is required to give real estate advice in real estate terms and laws. That said, if somebody has a question about certain items, they hire other professionals. So we legally are not allowed to give tax advice. We're not legally allowed to give any kind of lending advice, construction advice, or even how the home is structurally built. Now, we may have information, we may have knowledge, but depending upon what the situation is, we legally cannot advise people to take certain courses of correction. We can encourage them, and then we can also direct them to the professionals that might know about it. But at the same time, it is not our place or position to say definitively of something that we may or may not have knowledge of. So some of the common things that we will encourage our clients, if we work with buyers, to work with is if a home is built prior to 1970, and actually even newer recently, I found out, oftentimes I'll have a sewer lateral videoed so that way we can make certain that the sewer is not going to be impacted. That said, like I said, it was common practice to do it prior to 1970. However, just recently we had one company that did do a sewer lateral inspection on a home that was newer, and because of some street work that was done in the street, it determined that the sewer lateral did have what they call a belly, which could cause a potential problem. It was overcomable. It was just something that we had to make certain that we knew about, and honestly, nobody had any indication and reason to do so. Another thing that can happen is whether or not a property has certain items that are like smoke. Sometimes we have to let people know if there's been smoking. If there was knowledge of whether methamphetamines were in the property, we have to let people know that. Some other questions that come up is possibly about lead-based paint and asbestos. But again, there are tests that the professionals do. Matter of fact, we just had a client that bought a property over in a subdivision, and they were concerned about lead-based paint. So what they did is they actually hired somebody to come out and do a swab and check for it. Another thing that can happen is mold or mildew. We don't have knowledge of how to test for that. So that same client actually had a mold and mildew test because they noticed an odor in the home. These are just some things that some people think that we're supposed to know. We're supposed to call it out if we see it. However, I don't know about many other agents, but I don't climb in attics. I don't go under houses, and I can't see through walls just like Superman. But if you have a question or a concern, understand that a real estate agent can't legally always answer some of those questions. We can give you direction to the people that truly can do it. So I hope you found that helpful. And as always, if you do have a question or concern, give me a call. Pass this on to family and friends. Let's get the conversation started. And as always, have an amazingly blessed day. I'm Krista, OIC Real Estate Services. We're here to help you see your real estate dreams come true. Bye.